Do you like me, Mr. Giggles? Who doesn't like me? Hey there, and welcome to Bubba'S Diner by Freaky Games over on Games Rule. A game that came out, I think, about 8 years ago now. Back in February 2018. So, a long time coming for me to play this, I suppose. But I've seen this game suggested numerous times over the past couple, honestly, past year, I would say. Maybe even longer than that. I've known about this game for a long time, but I never had the, I guess, urge to play it. Like, I always did want to cover it at one point, but there was never a specific moment that clicked and like, yeah, you know what, let's play it right now. Until now. With that said, let's hop into the story. Enjoy the reopening. The new Bubba'S Diner has the most advanced animatronic models of the city, Bubba and Pork Patch. Let your kids enjoy their songs and play while you take a breath and eat our delicious food. You're the handyman of the brand new Bubba'S Diner. Expect the unexpected. With that said, let's just hop right into this. Bubba'S Diner was originally created in with Scratch as a way to occupy its creator's boredom. Huh. Who would have thought?
Welcome to your new job at the brand new Bubba'S Diner. A place of joy, fun, and family.
Okay.
Sorry, I had no time to show you the location early this morning, so let me introduce you now. We have the dining area, the one you're at right now. The toilet's on your right, 2 private party rooms right in front of you, back room to your left, and a basement over in the party hall. Feel free to walk around and get to know the location, but beware. Time's passing. You have until 6 a.m. to conclude your tasks. Tonight you have only one. Use the printer while watching the location.
Okay.
When you're ready, go to the room on your left. That's where you'll find your office.
Got it. Let me look around first. Got the toilets here. No need to go there today. Okay. How do I go back? Alright, so I literally pressed escape and it did indeed close the game. So, I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to go back here. There's the basement they were talking about. Employees only. Does this connect back to my office? Oh, I think it does. Okay, here we go.
Well, here's your office. While you wait for the printer, watch the cameras and test the animatronics.
Huh.
Yes, test. They're programmed to go where there's more noise. That is, where there's more people. We let them walk around during some parts of the day. The kids love them. Anyway, use the sound displays on the screens to make noise and lure them. Your room is noisy too. If you feel uncomfortable with the animatronic staring at you, just keep them away. That's it for today. Have a good night and see you tomorrow.
So this is interesting because you see all the cameras at once. This is kind of like what you would actually kind of expect with a CCTV system with all these monitors. Trying to see, I can look left and right. Obviously I play music here because they're clearly moving around. I heard something. Oh wait, no. Okay, so it did lure him back. I guess it just takes a while for the music to lure them all the way. So now I'll play the music. I'm assuming you're supposed to play the music for both of them. Dun 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 dun. Whoa. I think my... Uh-oh. Where did this one go? Oh, I know, I got lured back. Okay. Wait. I don't like... This one's really close to my office now. Okay. So... Let me try that again. Alright, before I actually go back to the office, I think... Since now we know how to go back, let me actually look around a bit more properly. We went into the basement area, no need to go there today. That's 2 different mascots. And we can't go to the... Okay, so I'm guessing after each night maybe we'll have to go to these different areas. Trying to see if there's anything to click on here. Doesn't seem like it. So let's get started. So now, my question is, do I want to use the sound immediately? Or do I want to wait for them to move a bit further? See, because here it affected them immediately. I think the idea is that if you try to use the music as you're printing, it might take longer for the lore to work. Okay, now we'd use it again since they're both right outside. Oh boy. Okay, see, if you go and try and interact with the menu, it's gonna literally do that. That's how I got caught last time. Alright, so in this case, just ignore the posters while trying to play any music. Because that pretty much interrupts it, and that's gonna break your flow. Now, we started the music almost immediately there. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the best way to do it. Maybe you do want to play the music immediately? I think, yeah, you want to play the music immediately. Alright, so this time I played the music immediately. Okay, so yeah, see there, it worked immediately. I'm thinking the problem is that this might be too far away to lure them. Maybe if they get to the end of that door, you want to maybe lure them here? Possibly? Okay, so in this case, I let the poster, like, obviously the poster printing stopped, but I do not want to interrupt it now. Okay, now I can interrupt it. Okay, so now that we know that much, this is the bathroom. Ah, wait, this is the bathroom, right? So this is actually near this area. So I take it back. So if they get to the edge of that room, I'm trying to think of like what's the best way to get them back. Maybe it should still be fine. It's just like, I don't know. For some reason, it's super delayed whenever they try to lure them away from here. Unless it's supposed to be like too late somehow, if they're that far back. Okay, so after printing the 3 documents, we can return. And I assume we can just leave. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I pressed S. Nothing happened, though. It looks like we're back home now. Put in a VHS tape. Oh, here we go. Are you bored? Are you hungry? Bubba'S Diner. Delicious food. Entertainment. Bubba'S Diner Incorporated. So we end up playing like some sort of advertisement for them. Okay. Tips. Try to keep both Bubba and Pork Patch in the same room using the noise display. So yeah, that makes sense. You don't want them to really split up for obvious reasons because you can only really use one speaker at a time.
Hello again. I knew you would get it done fast, you see? Well, you already know the location. That means that you know where to go when I ask you to.
Yep.
For today, you got 2 tasks. The first one is to go to your office again and print more stuff. The second one, though, isn't such a pleasant task. You see, we're having some problems with the toilet over in the men's bathroom. Yeah, a clogged toilet, of course.
Of course.
You're paid to be the guy that does the kind of stuff that nobody wants to do.
Of
the
course.
handyman, for short.
The handyman.
You move these arms, prepare yourself, and set some classic music. You're about to move crap out of the toilet. Recap. Print stuff, move crap. Have a good night.
So, does this mean I can do like one task here and then go on later to like the other task? Let's see. Okay, I was just trying to see if there's anywhere I can go. For now, let's just go and deal with this toilet issue. Do not cross, yep. I have to do the other. Oh, so I have to do them in order. Okay. So, to the office we go. I'm trying to think about where they would split up, because obviously this is the main hallway. Actually, what I don't get is, why does this cause instant death? Oh, I know, because after this door is basement and employees only. Meanwhile, this is the bathroom to the right of here. So pretty much should go from... Huh, actually, wait, does that mean I can lure them into the restroom? Let's see how that works. Ah, okay. Let me try and play it again. You can lure both of them here. So technically speaking, this is the safest room to put them in, right? Because this room, how do you get to this room? I think this room is literally the employee door on your very left. But then even by that metric, I mean, it seems like it's always going to be a better idea to lure them. I mean, see what I mean? Like in this case, they split up here. You're not guaranteed to lure both of them at once. Let's see if I can get them. Okay. Yeah. So while you can lure them to the bathroom, that's still kind of risky, it looks like. You kind of don't want to... I mean, you don't want to split them up, really. I mean, even if they both go to these cameras, they're still connected to this. My main idea is that you don't want to really play music just to move them around for the sake of moving them around. You really just want to make sure they stay in one central position. Also, I haven't been printing anything this whole time. Alright, now we can go back. And so after that, we can go to the restroom. So let's see, are we gonna have actually like a separate task here? Oh god. Oh lord. This music is honestly pretty apt. Dun 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 dun. Like guy there. Hi. The music, I can't take it seriously. Also, how clogged is this bloody toilet? Like, what the hell? What did someone do to this thing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, they did not what the fuck? Bro, how do you even fit that down? You know what? It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. Jeez. Oh my god. Yep, truly the jobs no one wants to do. Bubba'S Diner, where fantasy and dreams come to life. Delmar Street 299. First week, $12.93. Second week, $2,100. Third week, $19.21. Fourth week, $22.33. First month's revenue, $7,500. That's actually pretty damn good. Also, I want to see facts. Taste good. Society. I was trying to see if there was anything here that's important. Here we have the second month, $8,300. If this is our revenue, we're doing really good for ourselves. Huh. On the fourth week, someone got paid only $500. They only worked a portion of their shift and then never showed up again. And then there's some sort of bill or something that had to be paid for $46,000 if I read that correctly. Alright, let's see what we have to do. Please do not make me do toilets again.
About yesterday, thank you for unclogging that toilet. Mainly for telling us that what you found there wasn't crap. You suppose that some child left it there. We'll check the cameras later to confirm it.
It is definitely crap.
Oh, I think I haven't mentioned it yet. It's clogged again. Crap or not, you have to fix it. Anyway, you've got 3 tasks today. First, go over to your office and print some documents. Second, remove crap or anything else that may be hiding inside that toilet. Third one, test one of our party robots. Yeah, I think you haven't seen them yet. They're over in the party hall. They perform in private parties during the day, but today, the party robot number 2, Mr. Giggles for short, has some technical difficulties during his performances, and we want you to give him a little checkup. After printing the documents and unclogging the toilet, go to party room number 2, and I will tell you what to do.
Got it. Okay. See, I was at first not aware that this is the same camera as this, just like a slightly different angle, because of how obscured everything is in the darkness there. They're pretty much just pulling back the curtains, and then you just see this room, but a bit more to the right. That's why you don't see them in this camera. Alright, done. So far, I mean, the gameplay loop there hasn't changed, so I might honestly just not show that super often. Now, we have to do the toilets again. Alright, this time we're just going super crazy here. Oh god. Okay, let me chill out with the plunger. Okay, so now party hall. So they said party room 2. Oh no, it's one of these timed ones.
Well, here's Mr. Giggles, our party robot number 2. He responds to voice commands like those you got on this piece of paper. Basically, repeat each one of these lines and wait for the response. If there's no response to some of the commands, at the end of the checkup, send him to the parts and service room and we'll fix them tomorrow. That's it. Have a good night.
Great. Spacebar to use paper. Hello, Mr. Giggles.
Hi there. Are you enjoying your party?
Okay, we got a response.
Of course.
Okay. Can you stop singing? Whoa, what's that? Ooh! He didn't answer. Would you like to play a game?
What game would you like to play?
Okay, relax, relax, Gills. I want to play peekaboo. Oh no.
Oh, sorry. I can't get off my stage.
Oh, really? Can you play another song? I don't like this music. It's creeping me out a little. No? Do you like me, Mr. Giggles? He doesn't like me. So I think you're supposed to wait for him to stop leaning forward like that. I think that was my mistake. You have to wait for him to not lean in as much. You like me, Mr. Giggles?
Of course that I do.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Can you dance?
I'm not good at dancing.
It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for the party. Now I'm just gonna leave.
Please come back.
Oh. Please come back. No thanks, I don't want to. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ooh. Now we got us a little cassette tape.
This job gets really boring sometimes. Just watch the kids play and dance, happy while their parents wait the food. All of them happy with a smile on their faces. Maybe not exactly boring, frustrating I'd say. Well, at least I got a job now.
Alright, let's go on to night 4? Did you know that this loading screen is merely decorative? You could be playing the game while you read this. I was about to say, like, imagine you could
Hello,
actually
Clark.
just
Glad
move
to
while
see you
doing
back
it.
again. Good job yesterday. Mr. Giggles appears to be working well now. And wow, news. Someone clogged the toilet again.
How?
We checked
How?
the cameras, and we've seen a child going in the bathroom with a toy and coming out without it.
Like,
We know
why?
who he is. Now we just have to wait until he comes back. Can't believe I'll have to work as toilet guard. At least I'm not working as toilet unclogger, right? That's you.
Oh, God.
Well, I don't think you've seen the basement yet, have you?
No.
Put all the old stuff from the old location down there. The old arcade machines, music boxes, and that thing. If you feel uncomfortable about it, it's okay. We all understand that you may have some post-traumatic disorder or sudden panic attacks. So we
Why?
don't blame you if you don't go down there. So your tasks are: unclog the toilet, clean up party room number 1, and, if you think you're able to, go to the basement. That's it for tonight. See you tomorrow.
Wait, so no... Oh, wait, what am I about? Oh, I don't have to do my documents today. Let's go. That means I can start off with the toilets immediately. The fact that I said that with any modicum of excitement is worrisome. Pretty much my plan is to wait till the noise level decreases to 0 and then check, because that's, while this is showing any levels whatsoever, that's when Bubba can kind of visit. So that's kind of my game plan. I'm pretty much just going at it incrementally. I think I can go a little bit farther though. There we go. Finally got this thing again. Like, how did they, like, what, did he just keep getting the same toy and just doing it over and over and over again? Like, they just keep buying the same thing? Alright, so this time, we need to go to party room number 1. Are we going to be doing maintenance like the last time, or... Oh, God. Oh, my God, some music again. No, I thought I escaped it. Use the flashlight when you see it. I thought it would be safe, but I guess that's to prevent you from trying to just, you know, spam every time. Sweep, 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 sweep. Sweep, 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 sweep. Alright, so wait, now I think about it, is the curtain gonna, like, visually move? Or, I don't, actually, I highly doubt it. There you go. I'm not sure why it sounds like we took a camera flash, but okay. Just how much sweeping am I doing? Why am I sweeping this exact line? If anything, this is where the PTSD should kick in. All because of the music. Okay, done. Easy. Super easy compared to the toilet. And now the basement. Now they kind of made it seem as if it was optional. I'm gonna go into the basement. You know, maybe you can skip it, but I'm curious. What's in the basement? Use the mouse, A and D to look around. Okay.
Who would say, after all this time, after everything you've done, you'd return?
Oh.
Do you still have nightmares, Clark? Because I do. I am living in one. In this nightmare, I'm blind, being guided by silent whispers I can faintly hear. I'm trapped in something I cannot escape. But that was enough. You're here, back again. After all, you never did listen to my calls. I warned you, and you ignored me. Can you get used to this? I'm sure you can't. But the only way out, for me, is through you. So I guess I won't fade away until you do. So hello, and goodbye.
Huh. I have no clue what to... Okay. So I'm gonna base it off the growls? It is so eerily quiet. Go away. Okay, yeah, so base it off sound. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go away. So it seems like we have history with Bubba'S Diner and whoever is possessing the suit now. That whole comment about PTSD is a bit more, hell, it's actually a bit more accurate than I was expecting it to be. I mean, it's like PTSD, like I've never been here before, but clearly I was wrong. Question is, who is this? Now, I have to wonder, how long do I need to be down here? I'm gonna guess it's probably like the length of your normal night. I tried seeing if there's anything to collect around here, but not that I could tell, especially with how sensitive the mouse is. The main thing I just have to worry about is my flashlight. Oh, return. Okay, so I was like, I went down there, I'm like, I guess I chose to stick around until they got tired, and then I was just like, alright, then I'll leave. I don't think there's anything else I can do or collect. Okay. Dead body found in local restaurant. An employee was found dead in an animatronic costume on Monday morning. The police closed the restaurant indefinitely. When asked about details, Andrew Callahan, cop of 22 years. Oh no, cop for 22 years said we're still unsure about what may have caused the death. I believe that's a question for our investigators to clarify later. But we can tell we don't suspect murder. Bubba'S Diner will be closed until the investigations end. We weren't able to interview Edward Clark, owner of the restaurant. Only time will tell what happened. Employees absent or present. So we have, let's see, everyone seems somewhat normal. Mary has been present. Phillips, Robert was absent once. Dispensed. Does that mean they were fired? Let's go on to night 5. I didn't lose count, did I? Okay, let's see.
Hello, Clark. Well, we're sorry for what happened last night. We thank you for your courage.
Thanks.
Oh well, this time real good news. I caught the toilet clogger.
Oh,
He was an 8-year-old boy. We banished him from the bathrooms. That sounded more exciting in my head. However, this doesn't mean your job is over.
Of course.
For today, you have to clean up party room 1 and fix the breaker. Yes, we had some trouble with the electricity today, and we think it's probably some defect with the breaker. Thank you for your first week of work well done, and have a good weekend.
Thank you. Okay. So party room 1, we're gonna have to do more sweeping. Dun 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 dun. After this, I need to go and fix the breakers. Is that in our normal office? Because I don't think they ever spoke about breakers yet. It's not in party room 1 and 2. Basement? Oh no. Oh, why?
You won't get away this time.
What the? Oh, and there was a shotgun down there? Like, what? There's no more flashlight.
You won't get away this time.
So I was supposed to grab the shotgun. Okay, I was about to say, it's feeling a little weird there. Oh. Another one. I didn't even reload yet. How many do you... Am I even hitting it? Maybe we did. My guy's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm out of here. I'm done. I mean, like, they literally apologized to us about what happened last night, and yet they still sent me down there. Like, what? It's a bit, like, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little suspicious. The PTSD comment was, like, the first thing that was so weird. It's like, why would you assume that? Shooting at a local restaurant. An employee of Bubba'S Diner brutally damaged the animated mascots with a shotgun during the night shift. Edward Clark, old owner of the Bubba'S Diner Incorporated, worked as a handyman for about a week? Oh. So we were the old CEO, so that's why we knew about the place. So does the loss in revenue, what does that tie into though? I have to look into that. If anything, I'll probably record like an additional segment looking at that little evidence board, seeing what I can kind of like tie together there. Or, well, maybe they'll show the things in extras, but okay. Very interesting gameplay loop they had there, because it was pretty much like, I thought the office was going to be like the main gameplay setup, but obviously it was like everything was divided into all these like different tasks and whatnot. So nothing was like really difficult, right? Obviously I had trouble with the office segment for a bit because I wasn't really using the speakers optimally, to say the least. But everything else was pretty straightforward. So not too bad. So now we go with extras. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, characters. Obviously we had, I think this is Bubba and this is Pork Chop. I forgot the name. I don't know if they ever mentioned the names for these guys. Party 1 and Party 2. And then this guy, who we definitely know from probably when we were actually the owner of the place. As for deleted content, these could have been like, it looks like maybe an old map layout by the looks of it. Oh, definitely. Definitely an older layout. Of not even just that, but older Amtrak models as well. So since that pretty much covers extras, I can press play again, but nothing happens. I literally can't play the game again. I'd have to delete data for that. So I'll definitely have a segment after this that will try and like piece together what I think is going on story-wise anyway, based off, you know, the dialogue we just had and that little evidence board at the end. Alright, so I think I have a better grasp of the narrative now that I not only looked at the evidence board again, but also paid a bit more closer attention to the credits. Right now we have two individuals, you know, that's kind of like the focus of this story here. Edward Clark, who used to be the boss owner of Bubba'S Diner, and employee number 3. Employee number 3 was credited in the voice acting credits, and of course the only other person that speaks besides Mr. Giggles and your phone guy slash guider as they're referred to is the animatronic in the basement, who can only be referred to as employee number 3. Now, employee number 3 said that he warned Edward, and I'm guessing, based off their discussion, right, employee number 3 acts as if Edward knew what happened to him and yet kept it secret. In fact, that might explain why they left the business. We know based off the evidence board, a dead body was found in a local restaurant, which probably ties to the loss in revenue around the 4th month of business, at least on the revenue report. And I'm guessing it was after this time that Edward Clark pretty much left, indicating the $46,000 that could have also been maybe legal fees in some sort of lawsuit by the family of employee number 3. As for who employee number 3 is, my theory is that Phillips on the employee sheet is employee number 3, because after that Sunday, which is when the dead body is found, everyone was quote-unquote dispensed. So I think that's supposed to pretty much indicate that they were fired, since the place was going to be shut down indefinitely and there was no way they were going to be able to pay everyone or keep them hired, except for Phillips. So I think that's supposed to indicate that he couldn't obviously get fired if he was already dead. You also have a blueprint of Bubba, which I'm not sure if that's supposed to maybe highlight the security issues slash flaws that would have explained how Philip ends up dying in one of the suits. Based off their discussion, Philip warned Edward about something, assumingly regarding the suit, but Edward didn't listen, and Philip paid the price. Of course, then, an unspecified amount of time later, Edward returns, and obviously reunites with Philip, and ends up shooting the bloody animatronic after escaping the first time around the basement. The only thing that doesn't quite make sense to me in all this is, why did Edward return? Probably the only thing in the story that I can't really even theorize on, honestly, besides what I just said, which is kind of weird because, again, that is pretty much the nexus of this game's premise, right? Like, why did Edward return? But besides that, I think that's the general gist that I get from the story, especially covering everything on the actual evidence board. As for the cassette tape that we get, right, I think that cassette tape is of Philip pretty much talking about how he was hired, or he was recently hired, and kind of like talking about experience. I think that's what that cassette tape is referring to. And the very first like cutscene where we see someone watching a Bubba'S Diner ad, that could have either A, been Philip, which led to him, you know, getting hired there, or that would have been Edward reminding him, oh look, it's Bubba'S Diner, my old restaurant. For all we know, Edward actually could have just returned out of some nostalgia, right? He's like, oh, look at this place, it's been so long. And then obviously found a bit of a surprise in the basement. But that pretty much concludes my thoughts, narratively speaking. Again, I wish it was a bit more clear why we returned, but I think the very first cutscene showing the Bubba'S Diner ad might honestly suffice, trying to say like Edward felt like, you know, it's been a long time, obviously, since the dead body, and he wanted to just reminisce a bit. But with that said, moving on to the rest of my thoughts on the game. So, on to my thoughts. you probably already heard my thoughts on the story after that edited part I spliced in there. But as for gameplay, as I already mentioned, not too difficult, or well, not difficult, period, I would say, right? Obviously a bunch of different mechanics and different tasks, obviously a task-based night, or game, I would say. With The Office, pretty straightforward. It was kind of unique having the camera system be like what you would kind of see in like actual like security offices, where it's not like you're just watching one camera at a time, you're watching all of the cameras at once, right? That was actually kind of cool. I haven't really seen that in a fan game before. Of course, mechanics-wise, you're only dealing with the sound system and 2 animatronics, pretty much just making sure they stay in the same room. Not complicated at all. My main question I would say is, why doesn't the other 2 animatronics get involved? The ones in the party rooms. Why do they stay in their own respective rooms while Bubba and Porkchop go after you? Obviously we know Bubba and Porkchop go towards noise, so I guess maybe because the party room animatronics are meant to stay in their room and not really explore, they don't really pay attention to noise in the same way. That's probably my best guess at it. Obviously the toilet task is pretty easy and just kind of hilarious at the same time, just, you know, good old potty humor, I would say. Then you had the 2 party room mechanics, one with Then of course you had the potty room mechanics. One of them was pretty much just like the toilet mechanics, or the toilet task. Sweep the floor, pay attention for whenever the animatronic is there. Pretty self-explanatory. And then the one with in party room 1 where, or party room 2 I should say, where you're going through that questionnaire. Obviously kind of like a bit of a callback to the, what's it called, this I forgot the name of it. It's in FNAF 6, you know, the salvage mini games, the salvage tasks, right? I thought it was gonna be a lot more like that, and it kind of is to an extent, because you have to kind of like wait before asking each question. And then finally the basement, where you encounter an old face, shall we say, back from when we were actually owners of the place. But that overall covers my thoughts on Bubba'S Diner, a simplistic approach to a task-based fan game with some very interesting tasks for sure, like a toilet that won't stop clogging, but overall fun. Thanks to everyone that left suggestions about this game. I've been following it for a while, but I never did get into it, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, so I'm glad I finally was able to cover it. And with that said, I'll see you in another video. Take care.